Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Call Halayim La, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakradash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and teach well. And shalom to all you brothers and sisters that's out there doing this work in sincerity and all honesty. Today we're gonna go over trusting in the Lord. It's hard to trust in the Lord without, having faith. So you gotta have faith in order to trust in the Lord, And in order to trust in the Lord, you gotta know who He is. You gotta know His names. His name is Yahawah, and the Son's name is Yahawashi. All right, so right here, we're gonna start off with Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thy own understanding. Lean into your own understanding. You got to put that in check. You got to put that in check. When you think you know something, you really don't. The Lord knows all things, so He's guiding your steps. And let me back that up with Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? You can't understand your own way. The things that you got to go through is what you got to go through while you living in this current state of the world that we in. But the Lord is going to guide you and direct you to make sure you stay on the path that He wants you on. Because man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh's. How can you understand? How can a man then understand his own way? So if you're dealing with some stuff on a job, or if you're dealing with some stuff at home, it's to, make you better potentially if you are following the Lord, it's going to strengthen your mind. It's going to strengthen your walk in this truth with the Lord, so you can be able to deal with the things that you're going to have to deal with. But on top of that, you have to trust in the Lord. Right here, this is a good one. Psalms 18:2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress, my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. All right, so the Lord is, I'm saying this mostly for me. You brothers and sisters that's out there watching this, y'all can piggyback on this and say it for yourselves. But Psalms 18:2, I'm going to say it again. The Lord is my rock. He is my fortress, my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. All right. That's who He is for me. And I believe that He's the same thing. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I believe that He's the same thing for you brothers and sisters that's out there doing this truth and sincerity and honesty. We got to say it and we got to believe it. Right here, Psalm 91:2. I will say of the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. All right, we got to believe these. We got to say these over and over again in our mind. All right, and we got to walk this too. We can't just say it and put up a video and say, yeah, the Lord is my this and the Lord is my that, and you walking around here with doubt. I'm mostly saying these things for myself, brothers and sisters. I'm mostly saying these things for myself. Let's look at what that word refuge is. It's a noun. All right, shelter or protection from danger or distress. Hiding place. All right, place to flee back to. All right, that's right, we're going back to our heritage, everything that was stolen and taken from us through slavery. All right. So we're going back to it. And since we're going back into something that we are unfamiliar with, we gotta learn to trust Him. Learn to trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Learn to know that He is and He exists, and that he is going to guide us to the best, to the utmost of all of his ability. All right, but we got to trust in him. All right. What was that other word up there? Fortress. Let's look up what the word fortress is. All right, so we know refuge is a safe place, a hiding place. All right, shelter and protection. Fortress right here. All right, a strong place, fortification. All right, the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, he's a strong place, a fortification. All right, somewhere we can run to and be safe. You know, we can't be safe with these worldly things that's out here in front of us. A house can only make you safe from, you know, the rain and the storms for so long until a tornado or a hurricane comes over and blows it over. All right. um, Proverbs 28:25. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in the Lord shall be made fat. Um, Strife, you know, that's let's look at what that word is, because I think it's anger or animosity. All right. We don't want to have strife. Look at that. Yep. Quarrel, fight, discord. All right. Fight, battle, combat, conflict. Sometimes have combats and fight battles in our mind, but we got to give those battles over to the Lord. You know, pray without ceasing. I believe that's in 1 Thessalonians. Yep. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Let me get that. Right here, pray without ceasing. That's how we fight those battles. You know, we give our concerns, we give our worries, we give our problems to the Lord. You know, the things that we can and can't get over, you know, we give them to the Lord, Yahawah Hamashiach, and he takes care of them for us. You know, that's why we got to continue to pray. Let him know, like, hey, dear Lord, I can't take this. You know, help me weigh this burden out, and he's gonna help you. But again, you got to trust that he's going to help you. You got to believe that he's going to help you. And you got to know that he's going to help you. If you don't know that, if you don't trust that, if you don't believe that, then he's not going to help you. All right. It is better to trust in the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, than to put confidence in man. All right. I'm going to go to Psalms 118:9 this time. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. So, you know, the people that rule society, in the sense of princes, and the everyday common man, you know, people that's not inside this truth, not inside the brotherhood, you know, those individuals that's not your actual, you know, your actual neighbor. The actual neighbor is the people that's in this truth with you, your brothers. You know, it's better to trust in the Lord than to trust in somebody that's outside this truth and people that rule the world. You know, trust in the Lord and you'll be straight, man. I'm saying this mostly for myself. Um, tr- Jeremiah 7:4. Trust ye not in lying words, saying the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these. All right, so I got a precept for that. All right, so trust not in lying words. All right, lying words are people that are snakes. You know, your friends, your co-workers, your women. All right, and for you women are in this truth, your men, they could say lying words. Your family members could say lying words. All right, and right here, when these people say, you know, the Lord is in churches, all right, right here it says the exact opposite. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. So the Lord don't dwell in these temples that, the pastors and these deacons and your next door neighbor probably goes to. Not your neighbor in the truth, but your neighbor that lives next to you in your house, that dress up for Easter Sunday and goes to church and eats pork and, celebrates these pagan holidays and gives to the church and don't get nothing back. Um, we got to trust in the Lord, though. We can't be trusting in men, and we can't be going to these churches thinking that we're going to get something out of it, because the only people that's getting something out of it is the people that's under that 501c3 charter. It's tax exempt for them, so they getting all your money, but only to tell you certain things. So you got to be wise. Uh, right here, Nahum 1:7. The Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. So you can't be calling on the Lord if you don't know his name first and foremost. And you can't be calling on the Lord while you're in trouble if you never called on him before. But the Lord knows if you trust on him or not. You got to be able to build up your trust, in mankind. All right. But you should automatically trust the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You shouldn't have no doubt in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because if you doubt, they're not going to help you. They're not going to come save you. Yahawashi is not going to come save you. All right. The Lord ain't going to send his son to come save you. We need Lord Yahawah to come out here and do his thing and set the order right in this world. All right. All right. Psalms 115:11. Ye that fear the Lord, trust in the Lord. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right. He is their help and their shield. All right. Ye that fear the Lord. So how you fear the Lord? You show him that you fear him by following his law, statutes, and commandments. All right. How you trust in the Lord? You trust in the Lord by following his law, statutes, and commandments. You trust in the Lord by having faith. You trust in the Lord by believing that he's there with you, going through all the things that you go through. Salakia. All right. You trust in the Lord by doing those things, You fear the Lord. You show him that you love him by following his law, statutes, and commandments. You trust the Lord and knowing that he's there with you in all things and in all matters and in all situations. Even when you pray, even when you go to sleep, even when you're dealing with things at your job, even when you're dealing things with at your home, you got to trust that the Lord is there, because he is there. He's going to be your help and he's going to be your shield. Let's look up the word help. He's going to be your assistance. All right. That's a noun for it. Let's see. All right, let's look up the verb, because, actions is what we look for and what we do. All right, so help, support, succor, benefit, to do good to, cure, amend. That's all the things the Lord does. That he does all of those. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi does all those. Okay, all right. All right, let's look up the noun. Assistance, succor. All right. He assists us, man. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, he assists us, man, in all the things that we go through. That's what help means, all right? He cures us, all right? He amends us, all right? He does good to us. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi does good to us, all right? This is mainly for myself, y'all, All right. Psalm 73:28. But it is good for me to draw near to my power, which is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I have put my trust in the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that I may declare all thy works. So if you draw near unto the Lord, he's going to draw nigh unto you. And if you do that, all right, you trust and you believe in him, all right, he is going to show. And then you're gonna be able to declare all thy works, all of the works that he's doing for you. All right, all the things that he's doing for you. I'm trying to look something up. Yep, James 4:8. All right, it says, "Draw nigh unto Yahawah, and He will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded." That's what we got to do. We got to wash our hands. All right, because idle hands lead to idle things. And we all are sinners. Every day we sin. We got to purify our hearts. Cleanse them. Let's look at what that word purify means. It means probably to make right. Free from spiritual pollution. All right. Purify, cleanse, refine. All right. We got to do those things. All right. In the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right. We got to purify our hearts. We got to draw nigh to Yahweh with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which is our power, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts. All right. Depollute our minds. All right. Depollute our spiritual minds. All right. So we can walk around here blameless as much as possible. All right. Ye double-minded. That's who we are. We be double-minded. We doubt. We say, nah, that's not going to happen. And then 5 minutes later, the Lord shows us, hey, it is going to happen for you. It does work for you. All right. Let me go get one or two more. Trusting in the Lord. All right, the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi redeemeth the soul of his servants. So if you're out there doing the work, all right, that means trusting in the Lord, fearing the Lord, following his law, statutes, and commandments. All right, showing the Lord that you love him by following his law, statutes, and commandments. All right, to the best of your abilities. All right, keeping the Sabbath. Keeping the high holy days. For men, growing your beard, praying. Showing brotherly love, no unfair practices. All right. Um, it's 613 laws. It's hard to do them in the state that we're living in. All right. But if you are servant of the Lord, you're gonna do what it is that He says. All right. The Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. All right, that's Psalms 34:22. You trust in the Lord, you won't be desolate. All right, let's look at what that word desolate means. All right, lonely by depopulation or devastation, laid waste and ruin. All right, we don't want to lay waste because that nuclear destruction is gonna have people out here laying waste. All right, burning from they tongues and their eyes. All right, we don't want to be out there like that. All right, right here, another one, meaning overwhelmed with grief, make sorry or weary by affliction. All right, we don't want to be desolate. All right, we want to do our best to trust in the Lord, to follow his law, statutes, and commandments. All right. With that said, I want to say Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Call Halayim La, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakradash. And I want to say double honors to the apostles, GMS, who rule well and teach well. And shalom to all you brothers and sisters that's out there doing this truth and 100% honesty and sincerity.